And thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners, proudly brought to you by 1Equine for the equine athlete. We're back at Albion Park on Saturday night, 8-race program, a little lighter compared to normal, but still it's a quality card, and action gets underway at 5:44. Many of the bigger stables are down in Sydney this weekend, competing in the Tab Eureka. There's also great Queensland representation in the Len Smith Mile as well. So if you're heading along to Albion Park, you'll be able to catch all that action coming through from Menangle on Saturday night. In this edition of Weekend Winners, we're going to catch up with Neilson and Tommy Callaghan. Neilson jumps in the hot seat to go through his drives on Saturday night, and he's with us now. Matty, appreciate the time.
Thanks, Chris. Great to be here.
Let's start with race one. Apollo Dreams is your drive here. I'm intrigued by this guy in some ways because he's had the 3 runs back. He's had no luck with barrier draws, so he gets a front row draw. It's a mile. So can we expect improvement here on the weekend?
Sure hope so. He's been racing okay without being at his best, but he's had not where he wants to be in races, which makes it hard for him a little bit. Now he's in this grade. But yeah, I'm sure he'll put him into the race early. Hopefully, he can try and get a decent spot early. I think he has to be up there in the first few to race his best. I mean, he gets out the back a bit and he finds it a bit hard. Yeah.
So does that mean you want to be aggressive here at the start?
Oh, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I dare say we'll be trying to put him into a spot early, hopefully, yeah.
Okay. The horse is drawn to your inside. Storyteller checking out the talent, Darren in excess. How do you sort of gauge their gate speed?
Yeah, well, they've got to have gate speed to get to this grade, and he gets out good. But yeah, there's no flying machines out, but I'm sure they still can run the gate a little bit. But yeah, hopefully we can be in the mix early and find a decent spot.
All right. To his defence, like as I said, he's had the 3 runs back this campaign. 2 of those runs have been off second row draws. He's a hard horse to gauge where he's at right now, but on Saturday night, given that he's got a front row draw, he could easily improve without shocking anyone.
Yeah, definitely get back to his best. You know, he's had a decent break, and he just took a few runs. 2 runs ago, he ran a good race when they went 50 until he conked out in the straight the last little bit. And last week he still come 55 and a bit his half, sort of chasing him. I suppose they all do that these days, but he's, yeah, he likes to lead and then control the race. That's his best spot, but I guess we're going to try and put him there somewhere.
All right. Well, that's race 1. Let's go across to race 2. Here's an in-form horse that you've picked up the drive on, English Dance. He's won 3 of his last 5. He was good winning here last week. How do you rate his chances?
Yeah, he's obviously racing well, but I think he's a step up in class here, I think, to the Saturday night, and a wide draw. But he's improved over he's been racing for a while now, but he's slowly got better and better. And he took his Redcliffe form to here, and yeah, if he gets a genuine run race, yeah, he'll be running on.
I think it's fair to say all of his best form is at Redcliffe, but there was no fluke about his winning performance last Saturday night. How big a jump up in grade is it from what he beat last week to this Saturday night, in your opinion?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, and a lot of them, when they get to the Saturday nights, they've got to get used to the tempo too, because it's, yeah, sort of stronger run races than what they do. But he's sort of not a high-speed horse, but he'll keep coming, I think. So it's yeah, it'll be a test for him anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go across to race 4. This is the Trotter's Discretionary Handicap. Your drive is Hide and Seek. What is it with you that just seems to click with this horse? Because he looks like he's a temperamental type, but you seem to have the key to Hide and Seek.
Oh, I don't know about that. He's you just sort of go with him a little bit, but he's no, I've drove him a few times and yeah, I've had a little bit of luck with him. But he's yeah, I think the standard start suits him, and his handicap is not too bad. So he's a small field if you can get away well and yeah, get to the spot where he's comfortable. I'm sure he'll run a great race.
Okay. He's a last start winner. You had the drive on that occasion. He's since been back to the trials. What was the purpose of the trial?
I think it was missed a run, and it was going to be, I think if he hadn't trialled, it would have been 4 weeks between 3 or 4 weeks between runs. Just needed sort of to keep him in, keep him in going to the races. You know, just missed the race fell apart. So I think then he just had to have a trial to keep him ticking over.
Sure. Just the 8 runners in this race, this trot race, but it's a competitive field. There's a number of informed trotters here.
Yeah, no, there's definitely going well. Dixon's pair off the back, and a trial with Darren Weeks' one last week where I held it to the line, but it went well, and I'm sure it'll improve off that. And and then the front marker is McGee stepping up in class, but going great with the front mark helps. Yeah.
Okay. With hide and seek, are you more concerned about getting him away, or once he's going, keeping him trotting? Which is the more obvious concern, the start or once he's underway?
I don't go out there trying to worrying about that. You know, it's just be confident that he's I've just been hold. He seems to be stepping well, and just don't put him in awkward positions. I think then it should be right. Yeah.
Okay. He looks a terrific chance, hide and seek. What about race 5? This is the mare's quality. Better Collect. She's got a shocking draw outside of the front row. You've driven this mare previously. Is this not the right race for her on Saturday night?
Obviously she got back to a younger form. You know, and she had a long time away from the races. I think, but she's but the draw hurts her from there, and the mile races. But yeah, if she brings her best form, she'll obviously be there. But she's been a little bit tricky, I think, in earlier days. But yeah, if she can she's just got to find the best form, I think, to get back into the racing.
So from that draw, are you going back and just hoping for some luck?
Oh, I'd have to talk to Grant, haven't spoke to him yet, but yeah, more than likely, I wouldn't think I'd be trying to, buzz her off from the outside gate. I don't think she's that sort of horse, I'll go through it with him closer to the races, and then we'll work it out from there.
Okay. What about race 7? This is the mare's quality, the B division. Key drive here for you is our ultimate Ebony. Now, her numerical form doesn't read all that well. I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've sat behind this mare, but if she brings her best, she looks good enough for this race.
Yeah, so she's had a few runs here, which she sort of failed to deliver, but you go back through her forms when Elchin's had her in Sydney, racing Menangle, and other tracks down there. No, she's terrific record, and finds it like a B division here, an easier type of race. So she's just got to bring her best form. That's all.
We haven't seen her since early July, and she hasn't trialled, so she's a key watch. The market's going to be a good indicator for her there on the weekend. Yeah,
well, like I said, I'll talk to Grant and find out closer where she's, how she's been. But you've got to go there positive with her. But if she brings her best, she's definitely good enough.
Okay, and the last race on Saturday night, Chamonix. This looks a really open and competitive race. Field of 7 over the mile. His form's good. He was a winner 2 starts ago. Is he some sort of chance here?
He's always a chance in these sort of races, and then there's only the 7 runners, so there's no second row. So he sort of likes the rails. Well, I've watched him where he won a couple of starts ago, so probably just tuck in behind, and he should get a good run. I think the 1 looks the leader. If he can get a nice soft run back on the pegs, he'll hopefully get something.
Being a competitive race, that normally brings pressure, so that would be helpful, wouldn't it? A good constant speed throughout.
Yeah, he can follow a good tempo, and then he can quicken. If he's had a softer run, I'm sure he'll quicken off the end. Yeah.
Okay, so a busy night coming up for you on Saturday night. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Oh, I guess hide and seek's probably best chance. Whether I look for it, but I don't mind driving him, but it's you got to be positive. Go there, be positive with him. But he's he's definitely got the sort of class. You look forward to driving horses with a little bit of ability, and definitely.
I get what you're saying. Hey, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Chris.
Tommy Callaghan, he's the boss in the hot seat on Saturday night. Pete McMullen heads down to Sydney, so Tommy Callaghan in charge of the Albion Park team, and he's with us now. Tommy, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Checking out the talent. You know this guy really well. He draws really well in this opening race on Saturday night, Gate 2. Recent form is super. There's no reason why he can't win this race now.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Chris. He's been low flying, been racing really consistently for a long time now, and comes up with a good draw where he shouldn't have to do too much work. So he should land a good spot there and be hard to beat.
Tell me this, does he have any gate speed?
Yeah, he's got plenty. He's obviously a high-speed horse, but I think the less you do with him, the more that's there at the end. So, you know, we'll come out so we don't lose our position, but we won't be doing too much.
So in many ways, this is a perfect setup for him. Barrier 2, immediately in the moving line. You've got good pressure, only a mile. They should maintain that pressure throughout. So it's a really good setup.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Chris. He's drawn perfectly there, and hopefully he gets a good trip and he'll be hard to beat.
Okay, who do you think is the hardest to beat? Is it the informed Darren, In Excess, Storyteller from Barrier 1, Dragon off the second row, or is there quite a few you've got to keep an eye out for?
Yeah, all those few that you just mentioned, Chris, they're in really good form, but it's hard to go past Darren. He's been flying and his recent run was really good, so he'll be hard to beat.
Okay, just a quick one with checking out the talent. Is he an easy horse to drive?
Yeah, he's super easy. He's push button really, and you know, does what you want.
Okay, let's go on to race 2. Your drive is I'm a Queen B. First and foremost, did you have the choice here between Teddy Turpin and I'm a Queen B?
Yeah, I did, and I opted for I'm a Queen B. She gave me a really good feel last week, so I was happy to stick with her.
Okay, she was an eye catcher last week. The way she hit the line, it was impressive.
Yeah, I was super happy with her, and she settled good, so yeah, she couldn't have gone any better, really.
Okay, so what do you do from gate 5? On paper, it looks a little sticky. How do you attack this this first part of the race?
Yeah, as you say, it looks a little sticky, but you know, we'll probably just have to tuck her in there, and as long as she's settled and relaxed and breathing well, I'll be happy, and she'll hit the line hard again.
Okay, 2,138 metres. Any concern? Do you think she's better at the mile?
Nah, I'm not concerned at all. Obviously last week was over 2,100, so I was really happy with her. As I say, just as long as she settles, she'll be all good.
Okay. How far can she go up here in Queensland, I'm a Queen B? Her overall record's quite more than handy, so how far or how deep can she go up here?
Yeah, she should be able to knock off her QA mares and her band 5. Obviously once you get up into that open grade, it gets a little bit tougher, but she's got high speed, so you know you need a lot of speed these days, and she's got that.
Okay, I'm a Queen B. That's your drive there. Race 2. What about race 3? Major Hot. You've driven this guy multiple times. He's in a real purple patch of form. How important is the scratching of Miss Idaho as far as winning this race now with Major Hot?
Yeah, it's massive. Obviously, she looks a high quality mare there, and you know she had the barrier draw advantage over us, so. For her to come out early, it's really assisted our chances.
Okay, so is it as simple as it looks? Straight to the lead, defy running down?
That'd be great. I wish it was that easy, but you know, Royal Speech has got a little bit of speed there, so you know, hopefully we can get across him, but it wouldn't surprise me if he held.
Does he become the hardest to beat for you now because of that barrier draw?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, if he does choose to sit on us, he's going to get a good trip, and if he parks, it's going to give us a run for our money. But more than confident with this guy. He's been racing really well, and he should go really good.
I've got to ask, last time you sat behind Major Hot, he just looked awkward. What happened on that occasion?
Yeah, there was just a few gating issues we had with him, Chris, so we changed a couple things up during the week last week, and he raced a lot better, so we'll stick to that, and he should be all good.
Excellent. Race 5, that's your next drive, Nyla Marie. Here's an informed horse, just like Major Hod. She's been placed the last 4. Can she spear straight at the top and defy running down?
Let's hope so, Chris. Callaghan Queen's got a bit of speed there, but she does look to be the class mare in the race, or filly, I should say. So hopefully she's got a bit of respect there, and she should take a lot of running down.
All right. I probably jumped the gun there. Those 3 mares drawn to your inside, they can all leave quite well. Kylo and Queen, Firebolt, a perfect dance. So it's going to be interesting, that run into the first turn.
Yeah, it will. I don't think we need to be buzzing out too hard for too long. You know, we'll know if we're going to cross pretty early on, and if we're not, I'm sure we can tuck her in somewhere. She's still going to be mighty hard to hold off.
Well, she proved that recently. She sat parked out and was able to score, so she doesn't have to lead to win her races.
Yeah, definitely. She's very versatile, and again, she's got a bit of speed there, so she's going to be hard to beat.
She's made huge inroads over the last probably month, 6 weeks, hasn't she?
Definitely, she's kept improving, and she's stepped up in grade, and each time Pete's asked more of her, she's delivered to him, so hopefully we can get a win out of her.
Do you think that's come as a bit of a surprise to the stable?
Not really, Chris. As soon as she came over here, we really liked her, and she felt like she was going to do everything right and keep improving, and she's just proved that to us now.
Yeah, absolutely. Race 6 and another race for the mares here. You're driving Sweet Edition. She comes up with gate 2. I think this is a fairly open race. There doesn't look like there's any standout performer in this race. How do you assess it?
Yeah, I think you're right there, Chris. It looks pretty open, so come up with a good draw again, and she's been racing consistently, so I'm sure she'll be hard to beat.
Is she a little bit like checking out the talent? She's got gate speed, but she doesn't like being on the front end. So, again, is this a perfect draw for her too?
Yeah, definitely. It's perfect. She's got a bit of gate speed there, so we'll be able to hold our position again, and she should be able to hit the line really hard.
Okay, her recent efforts have been really strong, so she's right in this race.
Yeah, she's been flying, so hopefully we can get a nice trip, and again, she should be hard to hold out.
Okay, Sammy. Good drives there for you on Saturday night. Which one do you like the most?
It's hard to go past Major Hot, Chris. He's been racing really well, and as long as he does everything right, he should be hard to beat.
All right, that's race 3, number 4, Major Hot with Peter Way. Hopefully you can get some wins there and put the pressure back on him.
That's it. Let's hope so.
Awesome. We'll see you trackside.
Right, thanks, Chris.
A big thanks to both Matt and Tom. We wish them all the very best. And they've got some really good chances between both guys there on Saturday night. So here's hoping they can get plenty of winners. Looking for a good gamble on Saturday night, I think we can go early, and I'm going to go against Tommy Callaghan. He had the choice of drives here. I think Teddy Turpin's in a race well up to his liking here. He was terrific last week, finishing 3rd behind his stablemate. It's electrifying. He comes up with a good draw. Matty Elkin takes the drive. He's handled him previously, and I think he might be each way value here, so I'm going to mark him as the good gamble each way. Race 2, number 3, Teddy Turpin. If you are gambling this weekend, please do so responsibly. We'll see you trackside here at Albion Park, 8 races, and we get underway at 5:44.